Hi, welcome back to Herbal Vines Pharmacy. My name is Dr. Tamitha Davis. Today we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions and why we always fail at them. But first, before we begin, if you're interested in content on how to have a healthier lifestyle and gardening tips, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and let's dive into our topic. Every year, we all are familiar with starting New Year's resolutions, whatever that may look like for you. Some people it's losing weight, some people it's saving up money, some people it's saying it's going to find a job, find a husband, find a wife, have kids, and we get like 2 weeks into it and we fail. We stop and we just we just kind of give up. All right, so the reasons why we fail at anything we're doing a big, huge change in, such as New Year's resolutions or new diets, even if it's like in the middle of summer, regardless, whenever you're trying to do something different, it's because we are creatures of habit. We are creatures of routine. Our brain actually finds patterns and we kind of stick to them. You also have some people always find jobs where they just hate them, or they have relationships where the person that they pick is always like the last person that they had. Because we're creatures of habits, we find patterns. And we just it's kind of like a protective thing that our brain does to help keep us on a path that we had originally chosen. There is a great book out called Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf. She also has other books that talks about this and how we can actually switch our brain around to do what we actually want to do, but we keep doing the things that we're used to doing because that's just how our brain is wired. We are creatures of habits, routine, and patterns. We are also not able to do a whole bunch of different new things at one time. We need to pick one thing to replace an old habit, and it takes a 28-day cycle. There's 3 28-day cycles in order for that new pattern to stick. So if we are saying that, this year I'm going to eat healthier, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to lose weight, I want to get into those jeans. That's 4 new things that you may not realize that your brain has to accustom to from what it's used to doing. And we fail at doing it because we're not doing it slowly in order for our brains to catch on, hey, this is a new pattern. So in her book, she talks about picking one thing. Okay, so my thing is eating healthier. What does that look like to you? You may pick one day, start out one day a week eating a really healthy meal, or pick one whole day that you're eating a healthy meal, or whatever that's going to look like for you, but do baby steps. Even children, when they are learning something, they can only learn really one thing at a time. Sometimes their brains get overloaded when they go to school and they're they're just kind of learning things at the moment, but it doesn't actually stick to them because they're not actually learning it because it's not something that's being repetitive to them. So if things are repetitious, it sticks to us. So when you pick something, you want to stick to the one thing, and you want to do that for a period of 28 days. So eating healthy meals, being conscious about it, and being consistent with it. So if eating healthy is part of your New Year's resolution, you just pick that one thing. Then exercise could be your next thing, or if you want to lose weight, things like that. So you want to make sure that you are doing them slowly and developing a new pattern and doing it for 28 days. And then another 28-day cycle to get it to be more of a routine. And then another 28 days for it to actually stick. So what I like to do is write out a journal or a plan, your 5-year plan, 2-year plan, whatever. But whatever your plan is for that year, and set goals. So by 30 days, I want to be eating at least 5 meals a day that are healthy. Or I want to lose 10 pounds in the first 30 days. And what does that look like? How can you get that way? And don't say, hey, I got to be in a bathing suit, or I got to be size 2 by a certain time, because that's probably unrealistic. You got to set realistic goals and write them down. And you got to look at it every day. You got to get it in your mind. You got to read it every day. I talk about positive affirmations in my other videos where you write down things as if they're already happening and you just read them repeated. And that's why I repeat it lots of time in my videos, because it's like, you know, we need to hear it more than one time for it to actually stick, or the aha light bulb moment. Alright you guys, so I just wanted this to be a quick, short, sweet video on how you can be more realistic with your goals and your New Year's resolutions, whatever you want to call them, and how to obtain them and be successful at the end. So just write them down, repeat every day, and be focused on every single day to be intentional about what you're actually trying to accomplish. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and maybe we'll talk more about how our brain is wired in another video. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!